Okay. So, I'm going to bed soon, but I felt like I ought to give you a review of the 4th episode of Jersey Shore. Season 2 has been crazy. To Miami, it seems like it's been more the dramas have involved with the people in the group instead of like the girls outside, or it doesn't seem like they brought home many girls. There's been some grenades, but this episode, Ronnie and Sammi. I think everyone's getting tired of them. The show, the people on the show, the audience. I know I'm getting sick of them. Ronnie just fucked himself up. The episode, I mean, they just argue all the time, back and forth, you know, I mean, Ronnie always goes to the club, and then afterwards, he always ends up in bed with Sammi. He always says, oh, I love you, and, you know, and no one knows this, you know. Sammi suspects it, but, you know, she doesn't want to believe it. And every night, you know, I mean, Ron just goes back with Sammi in bed, and I'm like, oh. I mean, all the cast members are just like, you know, but they don't tell Sammi because they don't want her to hate them, which I think is kind of weird, because she said she would hate them if they didn't tell her. I mean, the worst that would happen is that Ronnie would get mad at them, not that Sammi would get mad at them. So I don't know why they're not just go out there and telling her. Both JWoww and Snooki end up writing an anonymous letter to Sam, but that's at the end of this episode, so we don't see what happens until the next episode, which I will be at Towson for. So, you know, definitely. And the thing about Sammi and Ronnie is that in season 1 and in this season, every time they fight and make up, it reminds me of somebody I know personally, and you know, I don't want to be with someone like Sammi. You know, if she's gonna go back to Ronnie all the time, you know, why even try? You know, I mean, just let her do her. And you know, it's not like Sammy's the bad. I mean, you know, Ronnie's the one who's still coming back, and Sammi just accepts it. You know, and it just reminds me so much of these people who I know in real life. Although that part of their lives was over right now, but it still heavily reminds me of that time. Angelina was funny. They're all playing like not a truth or dare game, it's kind of all truth. They all ask questions, they all go in the room and wear skimpy clothing, and they all put questions in a little hat now, and they all pick questions and they answer them. And Angelina just comes out in this, like, I mean, her ass is like practically showing, and I think it was Vinny who said that Victoria should keep it secret this time. It's like, wow. And then Angelina, Sammi, and Snooki are on their way back from, I think, some restaurant they're at. Apparently Angelina farts. and they're like, someone farted, you're farting. And Angelina's like, oops. So that was pretty funny. But this show is great. It's really highly entertaining. And Sam and Ronnie just remind me so much of this used to be real life couple. And believe me, being a friend or being on the outside of that, especially someone who actually wanted to get with that person, it's tough. It's tough. But right now I'm moving on to Towson and start some new friendships and possible relationships. So, and the real life Sammy just texted me. Anyway, I better head off to bed soon. So, just wanted to review Jersey Shore episode 4, episode 5 coming next week. Peace.